Huge news today. The Bank of Canada just announced a fifth consecutive rate cut to end this year with another 0.5%. And this brings the central bank's benchmark rate to 3.25%. This is much needed. It's a big relief to homeowners, especially with variable mortgage rate. Now, as we approach the end of 2024, I am pleased to report an improvement in housing market conditions. A lot of home buyers have been patiently waiting on the sidelines for reduced inflation and lower borrowing costs, with home selling prices remaining pretty below the historic peak of 2022 prices. Mortgage payments going lower as well. I do think that we have set the stage here in Mississauga and the GTA for a market recovery in 2025. In this video, I'm going to dive into the November market stats and show you some really interesting stats on home prices that you won't see anyone talking about this anywhere. So please stay tuned and enjoy. I'm also going to give you some expert insights into some predictions in the new year as well. If you're new here today, welcome. And if you're coming back again, thank you so much for watching. And I would love to hear from you and see your comments and answer any questions that you may have. So let's take a look at the November real estate market watch. The GTA home sales increased strongly on a year-over-year basis in November this year, with a 40% more homes sold than compared to November of last year. That's a total of 5,875 homes they have sold. This is a very positive sign because really, truly, it was very slow in the end of last year. So it is no surprise this year that we would see an increase in home sales after 4 consecutive rate cuts since June and a 5th one today. Many buyers are benefiting from more affordable market conditions with lower borrowing costs. And to give you a great example, one of our lovely young first-time home buyers, they were lucky enough to buy a 3-bedroom detached home with a finished basement here in Mississauga for $1.2 million. And they're super thrilled because they know that within 3 to 6 months, value is probably going to go up. In fact, the average home selling price in November increased by 2.6% versus November of last year. We're sitting now at $1.1 million across all property types in terms of average selling price. Market conditions have tightened, especially for single family homes. The detached house segment has experienced a higher growth, and particularly in the city of Toronto, we saw a 5% increase in price and compared to the year before. Here in Mississauga, the detached house price increased by 2% versus November of last year. In contrast, the condo segment is continuing to see a decline, 2.5% actually less than the year before. Condo buyers are benefiting from a lot of choice and therefore higher negotiating power as well. And this will attract more renters into home ownership, especially if lower borrowing costs are trending downwards in the next months coming up. And we should see more first-time home buyers coming into the market. They can get, condo as a starter home and instead of renting. As you can see here, the average condo price in the GTA is $690,000, while townhouse price is $890,000. Semi-detached is just below 1.1 and detached is at 1.45 million. So check this out. This is super interesting. It's the same chart comparing house prices in August of 2021. You can see for yourself the average home price is very much similar as we are in today's market. We're pretty much back to the similar house prices of August 2021. And we know that from September 2021 to March of 2022, in those 6 months, house prices really skyrocketed in the GTA because of super low interest rates and a very low number of listings as well. So if we see more interest cuts coming up in the next few months into 2025, we should anticipate again an increase in home prices. We're not exactly in the same market condition. True, interest rates are not as low as back in 2022. And we know that there's a lot more inventory of homes right now and they're not selling. And this is true. We are seeing that. There are more listings and it is taking longer to sell. Now, back in the end of 2021, there was a about 1 month of inventory in the market versus now there's 3 months of listings in Mississauga and the GTA. And what this means is that if there are no other homes that come on the market for sale, it will take about 3 months for all of the current listings to be sold. I think that listings for semi and detached houses and freehold townhomes, they're going to do well in the new year. More and more people are trading up to freehold homes to get away from the condo maintenance fees. We should see a quicker recovery in the detached and semi-house segments. And this is why I have been telling a lot of our seller clients to wait until the early spring market to get a better price for selling their homes. So over the holidays and in the new year is the best time to declutter, pack things up, and touch up their homes to get it ready for February and March of next year. The condo market is definitely much more impacted. There are 6 months of inventory in Mississauga condo market and 5 months of inventory in the city of Toronto. I believe it's going to take a lot longer time for the condo market to recover. And if they lower interest rates further in the next few months and the first, half of next year, that's going to help to move first-time buyers into the condo market. And that should help absorb some of the condo listings that we have right now in terms of the inventory. Condo buyers are benefiting from a lot more choice and a lot more that I have ever seen before, and have a lot more negotiating power as well. This will attract renter households into home ownership, especially with lower borrowing costs in the next few months ahead. We should expect to see more first-time buyers coming back into the market. And don't forget, this is about demand and supply. More than 1 million new immigrants have come to Canada just in the past 2 years. We do expect rental demand and buyer demand to pick up as population growth remains high. Now, we don't have a crystal ball and nobody can predict the future with any certainty. The biggest question that our clients is asking us right now is what will happen with the market in the new year. And I will share with you that Royal LePage is one of the country's largest companies. They just released their report last week, and they're forecasting Canadian house price will increase by 6% in 2025, with the GTA at 5%, Vancouver at 4%, and Montreal is going to outpace the rest of us at 6.5%. They're also going to predict, as interest rates continue to lower, there'll be more buyers coming back into the market. And I tend to agree because here on the ground, since October's jumbo rate cut to today's another big rate cut, we're definitely seeing the market picking up in many areas of Mississauga and throughout the GTA. And the new mortgage rules too, they're going to take into effect on December 15. So that should also help more first-time home buyers. These changes include 30-year amortizations for insured mortgages, which is less than 20% down payment, and an increase in mortgage insurance cap from 1 million to 1.5 million of purchase price. You can watch my other video where I explain these new mortgage rules in a lot more detail. And I'm going to post another update, probably on Toronto's condo market and a lot more great tips for you on how to prepare for the new year. And there you have it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching today. And I'm really excited to connect with you. And I'm looking forward to seeing your comments below and reaching out anytime. Thank you.